Okay, so here are the pick bands from the first series. We have Multi versus SNRCrackles, I think it's the way you say it, and they're playing against Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant. So A side is Team A was Multi and SNRCrackles, and B was Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant. All right, so there it is. Yep, we're starting with the advanced bracket today.
Yeah, so right away, like I think like this map set. I mean, there's some stuff here that I'm not surprised. Like you kind of expect to see. I feel like Gold Pit and Closed are much more like standard maps. Relatively speaking, they appear more often on the rank queue. I think Gold Pit's currently on the rank queue, and Closed is a very common tournament map. So I'm not surprised to see those. Archipelago, I think is something you draft when you're going to try and like get a water sieve and deny your opponent one. So I think Aqua, and you see that they have a water sieve ready. It doesn't look like Molten SNRCrackles has one really, compared, at least not one on the strength of Italians. Crater is kind of like, I don't know, it's like some mix between Haboob and Socotra type thing, so it's a pretty good map. I think it's not non-standard, but it's very aggressive. But interestingly, we're opening up with Hill Fort, which is arguably the most defensive map, I think, here. So you'd expect a lot of like late game powerhouse civs, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not going to really give my opinion on what civs I think they're going to go because I already know which civs are going to go, unfortunately. So I'll just say, like, generally with the civ draft, I think I like Molten SNRCrackles' civ draft overall more because you got Burgundians, Ethiopians, and Chinese. And I think those are really, really strong. Cumans, I think it's strong on a lot of maps too.
Yeah.
I think they're much more just overall. I think they're kind of stronger feeling civs to me.
Yeah, they seem to be stronger feeling civs. That I agree. Yeah, it seems like that. I was actually really perplexed with the Hill Fort opening. I would think that you would open up with a more, let's say, kind of like open map to do a skill check, right? You know, like how's your build orders, how's your micro, like Archer versus Archer, Archer versus Skirm, or something like that. So the Hill Fort one was a very surprising neutral start.
Yeah, so SNRCrackles and Malt actually got the final choice, so maybe they were afraid of the skill check.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah. In terms for something like Hill Fort, yeah, it looks like Malta and SNRCrackles, they have an overall better civ selection, but I mean, you'd still have some really good civs on the side of Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like
I think Spanish and Gujaras are both very strong. Well, Spanish are very strong on any civ where you can set up trade, and Gujaras and Mongols, I think, are both strong on Hill Fort because they have time to get to Castle H.
Yeah. And then you have some very nice water civs straight out coming for that in case you go into Bog Islands, right? You have the Italians and Berbers, things like that. And the Khmers are actually really good. They can play closed, they can play open. I mean, the Khmers are just...
That's true. Khmers can be very good on any sort of open map. Khmer basically turn every open map into a closed map.
Yes, more or less, right? Yeah, because you can garrison in your houses, so they got that. All right, let's see. What do you guys think? Any predictions, chat? Any predictions? Who will take game one? Let me see if I can get a prediction going here for you guys. Let me see. Come on, I want to manage a poll.
And just to give you guys a quick idea while you guys are giving opinions, the mean 1v1 elo of these four players is about 1,700, and their team elo is 2,500. So they are basically essentially, in the top like 1% of players, right? They're very good players.
Yeah. All right. So I got that going. So let's see. You have the prediction up for the Crackles and Multi versus Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant. Go ahead and take your pick. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into game one here.
You want me to count down?
Yeah, so let me switch the scene and then we can, go ahead. And let's see, which one do I want? Tournament mode. Because, all right, let's go ahead. Yep, give me a countdown and we'll start.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, and we're jumping into game one of SNRCrackles and Snar and Malt versus Tyrant and Aqua, Geto. So we got conjoined Hill Forts going on here. In the blue, in the left, we have Malt as the Burgundians. Yep. So very strong civ. We have SNRCrackles as the Byzantines. So very strong trash. So like if you go into post-im civ, very strong because everything's cheap.
Very strong post-im. Yep.
However, on the right in purple, we have Aqua Geto as the Spanish, and I would actually argue also very good post-im civ because of the trade. If you get set it up. And I think this map is not impossible to defend trade, but is decent. I think it's a strongish civ for setting up trade. And then in the yellow, we have Aqua Geto as the Gurjaras, just a very, very powerful civ overall. It's like a top 5 win rate on essentially like open maps. I know it's top 5. I don't remember the specific position, so that's why I'm not specifying. And it's been dominating in the T90's Tyrant Cup right now. So very strong civ.
Yeah, the Gujaras are actually probably one of the highest ELO 1v1 civs too right now. As you can notice, guys, look at what he did in the opening, right? All his sheep and deer or boar are inside that mill already. He did not do a lumber camp, okay? So you skip the lumber camp, right? And you put everything, and you build a mill, and you get that food immediately, and then you finish your berries and go immediately to boar, your extra starting berries. So keep that in mind. That's kind of how you play the Gujaras in the early game. Just watch here, Aqua Geto.
And you might still opt to take the sheep toward, like, you know, after you get your other food sources, but the point is that you're essentially starting with almost like an extra villager for free, you know?
Yeah.
Unlike, you know, Chinese or I believe it's the Mayans that start with an extra villager as well, right?
The Mayans
you're paying
start
nothing.
one. Yep.
Yeah, you're paying nothing for that, effectively.
Right.
And there's some really interesting team strats you might see on maps with extra sheep, where you'll see teammates send their sheep intentionally to the Gujaras player, and it's like slinging, but like kind of like to an absurd degree.
Right. Yeah, notice, guys, this is a quick thing about Hill Fort. There's no berries, so players go quickly onto the hunt, right? So if you look at Purple Tyrant, right, he's basically done with his deer, right? He's saving his cows for last. The Gujaras have the advantage of getting those extra berries, right? And then we have to see how M4lt3 and SNRCrackles adapt, right? They're not on their deer yet. It doesn't look like green is just now getting onto it, but this is kind of some of the adaptations that you got to make on this map because you don't get those berries.
Yeah, and this is really a map where you know, a lot of people like kind of like sometimes they don't take deer or whatever. I know like obviously high elos always do, but this is a map where you absolutely need to take deer or you're building farms just way too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say great map where you got to start practicing your deer lure.
Yeah, perfect.
SNRCrackles, he decided to mill his deer. That's fine. It is a more defensive map, so like you know, he's less likely to be liable for scout rushes and stuff like that.
Right.
But I would have. Well, I guess there's pros and cons. Because on one hand, you know, you get to get, you have to spend some wood to build that mill, right? And that's just like resources down the drain temporarily. But you get your scout out first, and that's always a big deal, right?
Yeah.
You know, seeing what your opponent's going to do. And both players are currently, you know, scouting the enemy's bases, trying to watch for any upcoming raids. They really don't want to get caught with, I don't know, like, imagine like there's like a man-at-arms rush on Hill Fort.
Yeah.
Probably not the best thing, but...
Yeah. I'm kind of understanding a Lithuanian ban, especially if you're going to open on Hill Fort now that we think and go back to the pick and ban phase, right? Because and it's something like Hill Fort, such a defensive thing, it will give time for the Lithuanian player to pick up relics, right? So unless, right, you do the scouts early to control those relics, like most of the pros actually do this in arena matches, right? Right, they get scouts out, right, because they're fighting over the relics, right? So that's just kind of an adaptation.
Right.
So we saw the Lithuanian band come in, right, for this purpose, maybe, right? Maybe they had a plan. We're going Hill Fort neutral, and we're getting.
I think this tournament leans very strong towards Lithuanians because I think in closed you might random and get 3 easy relics. Bog Islands Lithuanians are a strong civ, but then if you look at this, and then like on Hill Fort, you could have a situation like look at the discrepancy in the relics this map, right? You have 1, 2, 3 relics basically super defended for M4lt3 and SNRCrackles, right? And one of them is, I mean, it's in contested space, but it's near their base. So there's 4 relics next to their base, and there's like 1 kind of near Aqua Geto and Tyrant. Yeah, so imagine if you had gotten like Lithuanians on this map, you get that like fast castle monk, you just get 4 relics right away. It'd be really, really hard to fight for anyone to deal with your knights, you know.
All right, guys.
Extra gold.
All right, so purple is going to be the first one was the first one to click into feudal. All right, so that's Tyrant, and I'm pretty sure he's playing Spanish, and we're going to see it. Right, he has 2 on stone already, so I think everybody knows where this is going. Right, we can expect the strategy to come out. Right, a castle drop, either defensively or a forward castle. Right. He's going to get that castle out early. It's definitely what he's playing for with this stone here.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're going to see early castle. It's not quite a fast castle with that villager amount, but it's not going to be like particularly slow.
Yeah. I've seen people been able to pull it, a fast castle anywhere between 24, 26. Yeah, it's easier when you have a little bit more bills, but because you'll have the resources. So,
right.
But we'll see.
It may just be, maybe we have situations where, if you put one villager to villager market, one to villager blacksmith, by the time it's up, he'll be like so close, it's kind of like, good enough.
Yeah, he's already on 529 food, so he might be able to pull it out if he maybe has some with the 2 villagers in queue, right? And I think where they're going. All right, he's put now 4 onto stone, right? Rotating them around. I think he should have enough here when those 2 villagers and those buildings come out.
Yeah, probably by the time he hits up to by the time he finishes his buildings, I think he'll be up. His timing is really, really clean here.
Yeah. I think he could have kept the one Billy here that was doing the blacksmith, just one for the blacksmith, and it's usually 1 blacksmith and 2 on the market, but it's not a big deal. I think, he'll get it anyway. Right, he should be able to click here soon. All right, blue's also up. Let's see. Blue is doing the stables, okay, and a blacksmith, right, instead of the market. So some aggro probably from blue's going to come out here.
Right.
Green is doing a barracks. Okay, he has 3.
And this could be one.
Oh, archery range. I'm sorry.
This could be a situation like, that could go very, very far south for Tyrant very quick. Like, if he sends villagers out and they're caught by scouts, right? Especially Burgundians, they get the earlier ecotechs and stuff like that. Like, that could just be like almost like a game-ending play, So a lot of it's just going to be like, do they get scouted, Right?
Yeah. Look, everyone's cooked castle, okay? So we're expecting 15-minute castles from both sets of teams, right? So, I mean, these are all fast castling strategies. The Spanish players definitely. He has 8 on stone. I think we're gonna try some kind of territorial castle to keep possession here. Yellow's building his stables, right? He's gonna get ready to build some knights coming out. So yeah. Okay.
So no, I was gonna say, do you think they're gonna go double knights? I was like, no, the Spanish player is probably gonna go conquistadors, I realize.
Yeah, the Spanish player will probably do conquistadors. All right, he's sending his village forward.
Villagers,
okay?
Villagers going forward for the castle.
All right, let's hope.
And paint's coming out, so it looks like they're gonna try to build it near Crackles. It looks like.
Okay. Now here's the question. Okay, a double stable's coming in from blue. Let's see. Are they gonna get any units out? Okay, green's having archers coming out. Okay. So those archers probably should go forward to check, right? You should always, at this point in the game, right? Maybe, you're playing Hill Fort, maybe have your scouts in the middle, I would say. But I think...
Yeah,
purple, okay.
So it's a forward castle, but it's not, it is a good position for castle, it's on a hill, but it's definitely not a particularly aggressive castle. So I think that this is playing more for the late game. So this is just where I think he wants to start, I think he's going to start building up conquistadors, and I feel like that's probably what he's going to go with here.
It's just a map control castle, right? That's pretty much what it is. It's on berries. Does he have he has a mill on here. Okay, that's good. All right.
It's unfortunate it's not like
gold or something.
I think if you look south of there's this hill that has like gold and stone, and that's a great high castle position. Yeah, that would have been great too. Positionally, probably though, he's right. Yeah. And he is picking up berries, so it looks like he just needs the food. Positionally, I do think though that is a really good castle position. Though I like it a lot. Yeah,
and the conquistadors are here. Here they are. The conquistadors are coming out. All right, blue with knights. All right. Let's see if we're on crossbows already. Yeah, we're on crossbows already for green. And a scout is attacking the wall. All right. So let's see if he breaks that. I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right, but Malt's gonna scout out. He now knows the castle's there. Yeah. He does. Well, he should know, but I don't think he's noticed or he's right. Problem is, so right now, like this amount of knights should do fine against this amount of conquistadors. But as the conquistador conquistador mass gets going, actually, like it becomes really hard to deal with.
Yeah.
The conquistadors are sort of like, you know, camel archers or Mangudai. It's just like an always good unit, no matter what your opponent builds, right? Like it's gonna be decent.
Yeah.
We got our first combat coming in. Malt is gonna go on. He's probably gonna lose. Well, he definitely gonna lose this knight.
All right. Does he? Oh, yep, there it is. It's dead. Oof. Okay. Well, he should probably he got some knights. All right, so the knights are gonna have to chase off the conquistadors, right?
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of well, right now those knights, they don't have the high ground, so I feel like it's a bad fight to take, and he probably doesn't want to lose those knights. He's sending villagers south. Probably gonna start setting up trade, is my guess.
Yeah.
Well, no, never mind. Second TC. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be trade.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a bad position for Malt, to be honest.
Yeah, this is really tricky, right? Because Malt is having the knights, the crossbows are not out. What do, right? If you go for the conquistadors, they kite you. And if you try to fight yellow, he has camels, so they're countered.
Right. Yeah, he's basically hard countered the situation, and there's also just too much military here in general. His knights are getting chased away by camels, which is unfortunate. So unless Crackles is gonna bust out with like a dozen
the crossbows
units right now.
All right, he's in. He's in. All right, let's see what happens here. Does he get any harassed down? All right.
Yeah, the crossbows. Okay, oh, and yes, Crackles just got housed, but he does need to get. I don't know. He needs to get his crossbows out now.
Yeah. He needs to get his crossbows to help. I don't know why they should not be in the archery range, right? They should be at least, defensive. They're coming out. All right, let's see.
Wow, that's a lot of crossbows.
Yeah, but it would have been nice to have them patrolling a little earlier, right?
Yeah.
To stop
taking a fight with the camels in the north, and it looks like he is going to win. Oh no, never mind. Just some micro from Aqua Geto makes a difference. And wow, it's literally the micro difference.
Yeah, there it is.
But good job by Malt recognizing the lower HP camel, getting one hidden, and managing to take one more camel. But
very
impressive micro by
loses
both
that.
players.
Okay, let's go back to over here. All right, let's see where do those crossbows go?
They're between the two bases.
Okay, they're between the two bases. Probably trying to protect the defensive housing here or wall.
And Crackles has gotten housed twice, already.
Yeah.
It's brief. The second time was really brief, but it's one of those little moments, and he ends up losing a villager for that. Oof. Not for the housing, but he had a villager.
Crossbows I think. Did they get one? I don't think they got one, but let's see here. Yeah, so there's just a bunch of micro games going on and pressure. That's what purple and yellow are doing. They're just moving their units around, pressuring different parts of their base, right?
I actually kind of like how Crackles and Malt are playing this if it works, right? You have Crackles kind of staying back because the crossbows don't have mobility, so them staying at home to do damage is fine, and then the knights going out to raid that's a solid strategy.
Okay.
Problem is that right now Malt's base is being broken into.
Yeah. Hold on, he's getting but there's a villager gonna die there, and there's the base being broken into. All right, he got one on the farm. That's unfortunate. He's gonna have to wall again. Yeah, he's gonna get those walls so they don't break through. Keep some TC on that town center to shoot off the conquistadors. All right, let's see if these knights on the east side get anything though.
Yeah, they did actually manage to pick up 3 camels. Just Aqua Geto not really paying attention and losing some camels, but at the same time though, Malt is just getting kind of to put it nicely, destroyed here. Now the crossbows are going to come in, and the Cavalier are going to go into the east side, and Aqua Geto hasn't noticed, so maybe he can pick up some villagers here. Nope, Aqua Geto noticed in time, and no villagers are going to be picked up.
Yeah.
Crossbows managing to scare the conquistadors away, but it'd been nicer if you could somehow pick off some of them. And now all those Cavalier getting hit by the TC, probably going to also just taking kind of a bad fight there between the TC and the camels.
I think you're just a little smidgen ahead for some reason. Are you running
all right,
fast?
I'll pause for a second.
Yeah, I'm on 23, 55, 56, 57, 58, 24.
Why am I so far ahead? We hit start at the same time.
Or maybe you're running on a 1.1 speed or something like that.
No. All right.
24, 12.
I just paused twice, so I should be a little bit better. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So 24, 25, and the crossbows pulled them out, but the conquistadors are still in the base, and the hill fight here with the cavalry. I think they're gonna lose this fight with the. Oh no, I don't like this. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is. He should not have taken that fight, but he wasn't paying attention probably, right? Okay, the crossbows are now chasing the conquistadors down here in the river, on the south side, southwest side. All right, I'm at 2502. I don't know about you. And yeah, I guess they're gonna successfully push them off for now. Okay, everyone's on 2, 3 TC. The university coming out in the back here. I'm on 25-23. And yeah, okay, this Scout Cavalry is just running through and he's dead. Alright, so Scout is dead and there's some pressure. I think he's gonna get these walls back up and protect. Alright, 25-40.
Okay. I'm about the same time as you now.
Okay,
I don't know
great.
why. I was like a full minute ahead somehow.
Yeah, maybe just double check if you're running a little higher speed on accident. It sometimes happens, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I mean, man, Tyrant has a massive conquistadors now, and this is gonna be really hard to deal with. And right now, like Malt doesn't have really military to fight back. The crossbows from Crackles is gonna keep them safe for a while, and that's great. But it's not like super great, you know?
Yeah. I wonder what Malt was doing here. He's not even queuing up. Does he not just have any other resources? It might be, but
well, he is kind of like low on food and gold right now. So, and he's putting out a lot of villagers. He's building on 4 TCs, villagers on 4 TCs. So, that's kind of I don't know. It's this kind of thing where if you get away with it, you know, it works. But the problem is that you usually don't get away with booming on 4 TCs. T90 will usually describe it as like being greedy. That's because like villagers don't do anything if they're dead, you know, no matter how many you have. And Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant are going to get back into Malt space. This is going to knock it.
Let's see. I mean, he has the TC in front. The camel's going to go straight into the TC. There's some cavaliers out. He doesn't notice.
Yeah.
I don't think he noticed. Oh, because he's paying attention elsewhere in the map. All right, now he notices. Now he put some villagers into the TC. The crossbows are coming. Oh, and while all this is happening, right, SNRCrackles is hitting Imp, right? So we can expect early Arbalaster and a Treb push, right?
Right, and that's going to be really good for them, honestly. And they do have strong eco behind us, so I actually would I think like the big thing here is that, and Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant don't realize, they have way more military on the field, right? They can risk and like go very aggressive, like onto Crackles, and yes, I know, like, you know, they can garrison the TCs and stuff like that, and the cookie stores, you know, they're not going to siege a TC very well, but you can get Vill picks like here and there, and eventually these villagers need to move from this base. Like that gold pile's gone, they have to go somewhere, right? I think there's a lot of room for them to try and get just some harass on the villagers.
Yeah, I think a little bit more of an aggressive approach here would probably close out the game, I think, with the momentum they're having, but we'll see.
I agree, and like even if like, you know, Crackles and Malt, they garrison, like you probably pick off 1 or 2 villagers every now and then, and you force a lot of idle time. And it's just their army numbers are just, well, their army is just so much better right now. And it looks like we're going to be getting armored and siege elephants coming out this game.
Yep. Over here we got some elephants coming in. Okay, Blue's sending some villies, guys. I don't know if you see this.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like they're going to get caught.
Oh, really?
Again,
I'm also running behind or something.
What's your time again?
29:30, 29:50.
Dude, my game has to be running way faster than yours for some reason.
Yeah, I'm running slow or something.
Because I just like sped up by like I was only 10 seconds away from you, and now I'm back to an entire minute ahead of you.
I don't understand what's going on with my capture age here, and I can't seem to speed up.
All right, just say 31 when you hit 31.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm running slow, and I don't know what the issue is here.
Just don't worry. Just hit 31. I don't want to interrupt the game. Just.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it's my capture age that's giving me the issue. The game is running slow for me for some reason. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'll figure it out in a sec here on the next game. But yeah, they're getting caught out in that forward push. Let me see if I pause it real quick. I don't know what to say here. Yeah, everything's running slow. I'm gonna have to adjust.
Are you sure your game speed is 1.7, like normal 1.7?
No, it's like 1.2, so that's what's going on, and I can't get it to be 1.7.
So the game speed, should be like 1.7.
Yeah, that's what's going on, right? It's too slow. Yeah, I noticed that I'm going slow, guys. I'm sorry. So we're playing, and I can't speed it up for some reason. So
can change mine to 1.2. It'll just like look weird.
How do you change it? How do you change the setting though?
I think it's like only in
It keeps going like.
I actually don't know, to be honest.
It keeps going like slower. I don't understand why. It was a 1.3, now it's 1.1. If somebody in the chat can explain what's going on with my capture age, I would definitely appreciate it. Now I'm moved down to 1.0. But yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pause because we can't be doing like this. I need to fix this CPU or RAM full. Is age minimized? No, age is not minimized. It's up. My CPU RAM should not be full.
Yeah, we had this problem last time.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on here. It just keeps. Age should be minimized. Okay.
Oh, like windowed mode or something like that, because it'll be easier on your CPU.
Yeah, hold on.
That sucks. We missed a good fight from SNRCrackles.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. All right, so if I do that, minimize the game. Okay, let's see if this works, guys. Still. Maybe it's gears picking up. I'm at 32, 38.
You're a little ahead of me, but just keep.
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep going slow. It looks like so. Yeah, I don't know why my CPU or RAM would either be full. I should have a lot of space, but yeah, weird. I don't know if it's the stream that's causing an issue with my capture age, but I'll check it in a sec.
I think after this game, let's just pause for like a technical difficulty.
Yeah, let's do a pause.
Figure it out.
Because yeah.
Well, let's just finish this game and I'll just commentate on the general and you commentate about what's actually happening.
Okay, so yeah, there's a cannon bomb BBC coming out with some arbalesters here in the middle. They're shooting and the arbalesters are protecting. I think it's a great strategy from
it's actually like a difficult thing for Tyrant to like push on. Like conquistadors are strong, but like one of the few units that the big advantage conquistadors have really is that most things that can beat them heads up, they can just maneuver. But then things that they can't, but then other things they beat heads up. So it's like they get to choose the fights and they only get to choose the winning fights. But when you have a situation like this where BBCs are hitting a castle and there's arbalesters, right? Arbalesters can deal with conquistadors just fine, right? And the conquistadors don't really have much of a choice. And on the right side, right, you have M4lt with raids just, my gosh.
Yeah, just raiding the eco, putting them down.
It's a massacre.
And he's keeping a yellow away, right? Like he also has a positional castle here too, so he keeps yellow from pushing, right, or coming to protect green, and he has some cavalry over here too. So
right, and just like that puts him into a much better spot this game. Like
yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's see. You're gonna keep shooting the the castle down. He's gonna get another castle up here in a sec, and yeah, it looks like this is gonna be a slow push, at least with the raids coming in. All right, so I think he's gonna clear out. Some villagers did sneak in. I wonder if he sees these. Like there's like two of them. I think he's gonna get them.
There's no way he doesn't see those. Like he definitely knows they're there.
Yeah,
he's gonna get them.
Yeah. Those villies are dead. Yeah, a nice try to sneaky stable, but it's not gonna work out.
The problem is that like he was trying to put villagers into a heavily populated area for starters, and then like on top of that, you know, he just had cavalry there, so like Aqua Geto was actively looking at that area. But SNRCrackles is gonna try and drop a castle in the center, right? And that's gonna be really good for them, I think.
Yeah. All right. So again, the conquistadors are here just protecting this castle. I'm surprised that the Spanish player has not come out with his own BBCs. You know, but we'll see. Like he's getting archers ready to deal with, elite skirmishers to deal with the arbalesters, but there's no other military. How's he going to protect?
Aqua Geto's about to raid on the south side, and that's going to take some villagers off of gold.
Let's see here. Oh yeah.
He's coming in with the camels.
Yep, the camels are coming in. A little. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here in the south side, here between the two castles. Yep. And okay, yeah, he's gonna lose all those.
I was gonna say, is M4lt gonna catch it? But he's not gonna catch it.
Not reacting fast enough. But he's gonna lose maybe 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. 4. He lost 4, and they're gonna garrison. Okay, up on the north side, right? The castle's gonna come up. The BBCs are gonna keep pushing, right? Those skirmishers probably should come out soon.
Right.
Okay.
And so it seems like SNRCrackles and M4lt are going to be trying to make this push on the north side, but in the meantime, Geto is going to start making this push on the south side.
Yeah.
And while it's true that SNRCrackles and M4lt boomed pretty hard, like Geto has really kept in line with like the economy. Has actually like been pulling ahead, and so he's going to be a force. And I think that what's going to happen here, in my opinion, is that while Crackles and M4lt have done a great job playing and like they did the 4TC boom and stuff like that, like they didn't really do when they got to like that point where they had more eco, they really get a lot of damage to Geto, and Geto now I think is in like a really strong spot that's just sort of steaming through everyone essentially.
Yeah, notice that he's on 143 villagers, right? So his eco is great, right? He can just keep chugging out the units to keep pushing, right? He's gonna take this blue castle, and he's gonna take all these villages. They're all gonna die. They're all gonna die, guys.
Yeah, they're all gonna die, dude.
All right, some skirmishers coming out. Oh, he let them go. Why? Why'd you leave? Kill them! Kill them! Kill them!
Never say Geto is not merciful. But he's moving on to the next target. Now he's gonna go right. He's gonna take it. Well, he's gonna try see what he can do about those arbalesters. Probably not gonna be able to take them out just right away. Yeah, Campbell's not the best Pierce armor unit, so relatively speaking.
Right, and the green push further north is stalled. They're bringing rotating. I'm surprised that I guess they have to deal with this. Yeah, they have to deal with the trebuchet and the camels, right? So let's see.
And at this point, like if you're M4lt and Crackles, like you gotta realize that it's kind of a hard comp for you to deal with, right?
Right.
Like,
yes.
You can't. I mean, the Trebs you need to take out, right? But you're not gonna ram Knights into them. They're just gonna die horribly, right?
Right.
Arbalesters, I think, like are obviously valuable here. They're kind of pulling double work as being able to hurt conquistadors and hurt camels, but they're less mobile than them. They don't get to choose the engages, and the Cavalier are just kind of like out of their element here. Both the camels and the conquistadors, it's just gonna melt them in any fight that happens.
Yeah.
Looks like we're getting a big fight going out.
Yeah. Not only is it the camels here, guys, but we also have the unique unit, the Shrimbamcha from the from the Gujaras, which by the way dodge arrows, so they're like a great counter. And okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's a very difficult comp.
He needs to put these onto the Arbalasters. He really needs to put these onto the Arbalasters, and then they'll take the fight. I think Yellow and Purple's got this, right?
I think they're going to get the fight anyway, and at the very least, they get the castle, right? And then that's a lot of progress. And like we said, like Geto's got more economy behind all this, so like he can afford to lose much more units than Crackles, and especially M4lt can afford to lose here.
But this is some great Archer Arbalaster Marenko coming in from green, right? He's keeping his Arbalasters alive, dude. This is how you play Archer right here. You shoot and you move back. You shoot and you move back. It's like playing ADC in League of Legends. You shoot and you move back.
And he absolutely has to keep him alive. If he loses this Arbalest army, the game is straight up over, right?
Yeah.
He's got 68 Arbalests on the field, and that's basically keeping them in this game right now. Is those Arbalests?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. The Trebuchet is gonna get rid of the siege workshop. He needs to protect this BBC. He needs to get the BBC out of there. I think he's just gonna lose lose that BBC.
Yeah, I know it's not gonna get away.
Yeah,
but,
it's dead.
He may be able to ungarrison it and get a pot shot in. And
but it's dead. He didn't get a chance. Didn't get to live. All right.
The rest of the pepperonis.
And now these Cavaliers are going to die to the Camels. The Camels will keep coming in. Guys, I think the snowball is happening, guys. Here it is.
The snowball's happening. This is the death push. I think, it's possible to turn this around with, a lot of, well-placed siege shots. You have to be praying for some lucky, onager shots or something like that, but the mass is big. The villager count is 40 up. We're going to see the slow death push from Geto and M4lt. And the question is, really, it's just... can they clean up those Arbalests, and the Arbalests have been putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, the Arbalests have been doing work. They even are taking the elite unit. It's all this kiting that he's doing. Great, he needs to go up, right? But I think, how long can he keep them alive?
Yeah, and we're gonna have the river fight, and it looks like, Geto and Tyrant, they're all in on this. They're just gonna go.
Yeah.
They know they have the military to say, yes, this is not going to be a cost-efficient fight, but we don't care. The positional advantage is more important than the money. Malt has no army, so if we kill your army, even if we have to lose half of ours to do it, or more than half of ours to do it, it doesn't matter. We just care about the positional advantage. The Conquistadors are going all in, and like they're even fighting uphill, just straight up disadvantage, just to win this fight.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a lesson to all of the viewers of how good archers can be if your micro's on point, right? He cleared all the unit of the Gujaras in the first round, even though now he's getting pressed, right? So like, just great micro from Green. And oh look, guys, there was a forward castle. I don't know if it got canceled or denied, but yeah, it was over here down on the south side. We're gonna go back to the fight, and yeah, those arbalesters are gonna get cleaned up. And yeah, I think this is the push, guys. I think this is it.
Yeah, I think like with that arbalest armor dead, like, I mean, you have the Trebs right on the front doorstep of Mark's base. I mean, they could try expanding southward, but the problem is that their team is going to be split up. The map controls completely for Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant at this point. 3 castles running down the center. There's no more gold on the map to take.
Some paladins are coming in. Hold on. Do the paladins get the Trebs? Let's see. Come on, guys. Come on, pallies. Get the Trebs. Okay. They're almost into the base, too. The paladins are just going to chase off the Conquistadors, it looks like. Just get 3 paladins on those Trebs. There we go. There we go. That's the play.
I agree. I think, like, just killing those Trebs slows down the push, but I still don't think it's enough to save the...
I mean, the base is broken into, right? This is going to be idle time, no farms, right? The Arbalesters are going to still kite as much as they can, but the Conquistadors are there behind it.
But granted, I will say to the credit of M4lt3 and Crackles is that their villager count is still very strong. They're still like 200 pop. That's a great sign. But with the Conquistador coming in, they're going to lose a bunch of villagers. And this is going to look pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, this is why all the pros tell you never ever stop making villagers. Always be creating villagers, right? Because you're going to lose them in the game, right?
Always be creating villagers.
One pro tip from Hera is create villagers until you hit 200 pop, right? So always be creating villagers, right? Never stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but there is also, like, it is possible to overboom, you know?
Yeah. There's the GG, guys. Well done.
GG's gonna be called.
Well done to Aqua, Geto's team and Tyrant. Some very good clean play and great pushes using the civ advantages and the counter units, right? And things like that. We fucked up big time with the civs in that game. Burgundians is just a terrible matchup against Spanish and Gujaras. Yeah. I mean, the composition. I think the composition by Gujara Spanish was very good. The Gujaras was such a good.
Yeah, it just felt like what really felt like to me was that the Arbalists were doing a lot of work, but the Paladins just felt like they weren't in the game at all. Like, it was just like kind of like resources being thrown away. So actually, I agree, and we made note of that. We were like, it just felt like anytime the Cavalier came out, they just died. They were just like, instantly dead every time.
All right, let's see what they. Oof, I don't know what happened with the language there, but sorry if that was an accidental ban. Let's go back and look at.
So what Aqua Geto said is the F up. So he was banned for the F word.
Weird, but weird wasn't. So
started when they let us have Gujaras by not banning that. And yeah, we commented that actually in the Civ select that we were. So I said that I liked Malt and Crackles as Civs better, but I also made the comment that like Gujaras, is like a top I think it's arguably the best Civ. I'm not fully sure because I'm not playing it at such a high level, but they have great win rates on like nearly every single map, and they're being played like a ton in the T90 Tyrant tournament. So do we want to try and see if we can figure out the speed issue or?
Yeah, I'm working on that right now as you chat and you run through the pick ban phase or
sure,
like game 2.
Let's just talk about get ban stuff while we figure it out. So hold on. I was just like setting my timer right. If you let the enemy have Gujaras, you're at a disadvantage, in my opinion. I agree. I think the Gujaras are very good. So M4lt3 and Crackles actually have have some pretty aggressive maps to go here, right? Open. So Golden Pit is a map that sort of like forces conflict in the center, and Enclosed just kind of forces conflict like everywhere because of the fact that you can't truly fully wall your base in Enclosed. It means that you're always susceptible to the potential of raiding. You can always create like sort of like 2 separate, like you have like a mini base on the other side, and that's what usually ends up happening in a lot of these games. But so I think that we're gonna no matter what, we get like a more aggressive game. If I were Malt and Crackles, I don't really know where I'd go here. So just trying to think of so if I wanted to think, I would be picking. Well, we lost on the super closed map, right? That was about slow pushes, but once again, it could just be civs. The nice thing is that you can't pick Gujaras twice, right? We thought Archipelago was Acropolis, so that's why our water maps were not too shiny. That's hilarious. So I think the good thing is that they can't pick Gujaras twice. We have a Dave stupid rule going on. So Malt and Crackles actually are going to end up going to Golden Pit this game. I think the pick, to me at least, makes sense. But I really think that either map I think would have been a solid pick here. For civs, I don't really know exactly what they would go here. On Golden Pit, I really like Archer's civs here because going downhill. So I think Ethiopians are a strong pick. Ethiopians I feel tend to be pretty good on open maps, right? Because their Archer bonus kicks in essentially right away, right? And that can snowball pretty bad. Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant, they could. I feel like Malt and Crackles. I feel like when I look at their civs, I think these are civs that are traditional team good civs. Like Franks, Ethiopians is good cavalry, good archers. Burgundians is good cavalry. Vietnamese is good archers. Chinese is good everything, but particularly good archers, right? Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant, I think their civs feel so flexible. They got Italians for water. They got Mongols and Spanish, which are kind of more like castle age unique unit civs. Then they also have good cavalry and good archer civs, and then they also have Gujaras. So I like the flexibility of their pick. And they have a lot of options here on what they could go. And that's the Japanese, right? Is that symbol? Because I never see them played.
Okay,
Japanese, I always think of as a water sieve, for fish.
I mean, you play. Japanese have their strength on those hybrid maps, I would say, because of the faster.
Yeah, four lakes. I feel like
4 lakes and things like that. But they play like an archer civ for the most part, right? So you can play them archers, right? And then you can archers with a man-at-arms rush because of the faster attacking militia units.
Imagine being arguably the best infantry. Well, at least on an individual unit basis, being the best infantry civ in the game, and you're saying that they're known for their archers. That just sucks.
All right, guys. I think I resolved the issue, and if I adjust my 2 cents, I at least would probably play in a game like this. I would definitely, if I'm Multi and Crackles, I will pick a power cavalry civ. I would definitely play Franks here. All right, and I think I resolved the issue, so we can jump into game 2 whenever you're ready.
When you're on the back foot, you need to go all in. Yeah. So you have to pick whatever you think is your strongest option for sure. Don't save anything.
Okay, Faith, let me know when you're ready. Because I think I resolved the issue, so we can go ahead and jump into it. I think I had the FPS uncapped, so I think since I was getting more FPSs, I was slowing down. So now
So it happens.
FPS. Yeah.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're in.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Yep. There it is. We got multi on Franks. Okay. And then we got a classic archer civ Vietnamese with green. Okay. I think the Vietnamese are coming to their own really as an archer civ in tournaments.
Yeah, I really like the Vietnamese pick here, to be honest. I really like the combo Malt and Crackles went here. Yeah. I think it's a very good combination.
Yeah. And then, yep, there it is. Yellow. Okay. Tyrant is on the Japanese, right? He's going to probably play archers. And then the yellow is a Khmer. And look at this, guys. Did you see this? I can't believe are you seeing this? Malti is taking one away the sheep.
Oh, he got him with the lane.
Oh my goodness! There we go. Man, these are the strategies you like to see. I'm super. What an aggressive play!
I would just resign. I'd be like, dude, I'm not. I don't want to play this. What are you doing, taking my sheep? What do you think you are, the Celts?
Oh my goodness! He took his sheep, man. What a play! Yeah. What a play!
I do also. So this is a map that I think Khmer was a great pick because Gold Pit is a pretty open map. Yes. So I do think that Khmer is a great pick here. You have that sort of immediate houses. It's not right. So I think great choice from all this. The only one that I'm a little confused, but probably Tyrant could always clarify to me in the chat. He's like, well, you were just a 1,000 elo scrub, but I'm wondering why they went with Japanese here instead of another option, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess what I'm thinking is that
Can't believe it.
they can eventually get sort of, if the Japanese player can cover a lot of space with towers and the Yasuma tech. And then also the faster trebuchets will be nice for pushing in the center. But like up until you get to that point, right, they don't really have much going for them as far as like advantages go on this map, right? They don't get extra bonuses from gold. Their gold doesn't last longer, so they can rely on their side goals longer. They obviously can't make use of their fishing chips.
Right.
So it's I feel like the best thing I can think of is that it's going to be used for controlling a lot of space. Like once they get Yasuma tech in the Castle Age. Yeah. Which is good. Yeah. Right? That's a good strat for sure.
Yeah. So okay. So according to Aqua Geto, they're going to use the Japanese because it wasn't part of their strategy for Archipelago. Right. Just want to note on the build orders here, we're seeing traditional scout rushes come out in Khmer and multi with 3 on wood, right? So expect scout rushes, the scouts to come out, right? And yeah, if I'm playing Japanese here, I will do man-at-arms, right? It's an open map, right? Have the man-at-arms come out.
That's true. Man-at-arms push really early I feel like is a good play.
And then get your archers coming behind them. So I think that might be the play here.
Right, and it'd be very disruptive too.
Yeah.
Crackles' base is pretty solid actually, and his berries position, just the shape of him, I think it'll actually be kind of hard for the man-at-arms to get a bunch of damage. He can wall one corner between that far left berries, right, and then he has a straight run to his TC, so I think he's got a pretty decent spot. And he does have a gold forward, but he has a gold back, so I don't know how effective the man-at-arms push will end up being, but we'll see.
I mean, you're going to take him off berries with the man-at-arms push, right? That's what you're going to do. You'll take him off berries.
We'll take him off berries, but I think if you're getting... so usually, that's fair. It'll be some solid harass for sure.
Yeah, all right. Aqua's getting some good walls early down, so that's good. So is Blue. He got some early walls between that wood line. No walling yet from the Archer players, which is strange, but hey, okay. I guess the Archer players are going to be a little bit more aggressive. But
to be fair, walls aren't worth it, dude. That wood could just go to more. It could just go to more archers. Think about it.
Okay. Let me tell you when they're coming in with everything and your mother, and you don't have your spears out.
Every 6 pieces of palisade is another archer you could have.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess, you don't want to spend all your wood early, right, building walls, right, because then you don't have anything for archers. Sure.
Yeah,
right,
look, Crackles did the thing that I said. He put that one palisade on the left side, and now he has a palisade on the right that just kind of extends, so that way, if Tyrant decides to come into man-at-arms, right, to get around to his villagers,
he has to go through the TC.
Right. He can also go around the mill, but, you have a lot of time to read that approach at this point.
Right, at that point, And, I mean, this is good from Tyrant. He's keeping his scout here, scouting around the edges, seeing what he's walling, what he's doing. There's another wall coming out from Crackles on the gold line. Good, right? It's a back gold, so he should be fine on that gold.
Yeah, it'll stay safe for a while. But it is kind of problematic because, if he gets forced off that gold, his other gold isn't...
Yeah, it's too forward, Yeah,
but that's the theme of Gold Pit. Having really crappy golds, so you have to go forward.
All right,
Malt has a crazy safe gold, next, his base.
All right,
crazy.
Stable's coming out from Blue. All right, so we're going to see the scouts come out. Franks are always that 19 population... fast scout strategy, right? They can do it. And there he is. Scout already coming out, right? He's already harassing the walling villager from yellow. Does he take the villager? He might take the villager.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna take the villager.
All right, there's
one. My gosh. And just like that, the game is over. It's all over.
GG.
Yeah, just call
I already know who's winning this game.
I'm pretty sure Aqua Geto
from the one scout. From the one scout kill.
It's just being dramatic. Wait. Crackles is gonna go for a villager too. Yeah, but there's 2 villagers there. They're not having it. He's annoying. They're gonna. All right,
the double archery range from purple. That's good.
He's just trying to stop him from building his archery range this fast, which I think is a good move.
All right, but the Crackles is not doing double archery range. He has 1.
Interesting. That's an interesting choice. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's gonna play more defensive. He doesn't feel like he needs it, right? It could be that he doesn't want to he just wants to have enough to defend, but he doesn't think he'll be able to put production for him. Right. Crackles gets housed. right?
Yeah, that seems to be kind of a theme for Crackles this series, right? He gets housed quite a bit.
Crackles and getting housed. Name an iconic duo.
Crackles and me are kindred spirits because I tend to get housed too. Look at this kind of like very forward walling from Aqua. He's using every wood line, but I'm not sure if that's defendable.
Yeah, because he has to cover a lot. He has to cover a lot of space, and like I say, he's Khmer. I don't know if he needs that much space, right? M4lt is coming in with scouts. Yeah, scouts around the map. So like, but he has been spotted out. So we'll see what he's able to get. He might be able to pick up Tyrant's archers here, and that will be a big deal actually. Yeah, yeah. So they're trying to find him. Yep.
Yeah, 2 archers. Yeah. 2 archers coming forward. There's a scout right here in green and berries. He got 1 Billy. Does he get another? Come on, does he get another? All right, he's got to pull him back. Okay. All right, so blue, purple, and yellow are going to attack the archer player. Okay, at the same time, they have 3 scouts there. They're sending 2 archers.
Tyrant looks like he's about to lose. He's definitely going to...
Okay.
He's going to lose those archers, I think, for sure. Oh, no,
he's got to pull them back. Yeah, he sees the scouts. Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been huge if M4lt had caught up to those archers like in time. But now we got kind of like a complicated situation.
Wait. They can take the trade now because protect his archers. M4lt, protect Green's archers. All right.
Yeah, it just didn't.
All right, they get the scout.
Crackles is going to leave his walls, and he's going to be able to retreat his archers.
Yeah, that's good. He's in the TC. The archers save. That's good. That's good microing, keeping those archers alive. Oh, but keep moving them because you're fighting against other archers. All right, guys, we're in a full feudal. This is full feudal, boys. This is what we wanted to see.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. You want to see aggression.
They take one! Oh my goodness, blue takes another one. All right, here we go. We got a fight here going down in the base. All right, 1 scout from blue goes down. A purple archer goes down.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, blue scouts.
I think this is looking really good for M4lt. Like, he's got the better micro going on the scouts. I think they should start with a little bit better military armors numbers. His scouts are kind of split now, so he's going to lose a scout to those archers without taking one out. But I think that actually kind of worked out for them. They took out more as far as the resource value.
They pushed him off, but I think do bloodlines apply automatically in the feudal for French? I think that's what it is, right? It's that
so
scouts are healthier.
Yeah, so that's true. That's actually probably what really was like making that work so well. No, so it's not that they get bloodlines; they just get a straight bonus HP.
Oh right.
Oh, and M4lt is going to get an archer for free off here. That's going to be good.
That's good.
You know?
All right.
1 more archer gone.
There's a big discrepancy in the archers. So there's a 4-1 for purple. They have the +1 range and attack versus green. I think it just now came in.
He is fletching.
It's even now.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that he saw that his opponent had fletching and he decided to wait on it because that's like probably arguably like the best tech in the game.
All right,
but this is gonna be good. I think they're gonna take this fight here, and that's gonna be really good.
Right,
I think
1 for 1.
Crackles.
1 for 1. They gotta get the archers.
Going downhill on the scouts. Problem is Crackles is now far away from the archers.
Yeah, Crackles needs a lot of hits.
Yeah, they're taking a lot.
Support. Oh no, he's losing too many scouts. He needs to come support. Put him send them the same way.
Okay, but hold on, archers might be able to pick off Tyrant's archers here. Getting close. Not quite. Fortunately, you don't get ballistics.
All right, I guess they can clean up the
scouts.
Fight the scouts.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is so
there we go. They got one. Let's go. Get another one.
Chaotic game. He's going to lose 2 scouts right there, right away. So a good trade from
This is just one of those games. Full feudal. Full aggro. This is what you like to see.
And Crackles is going to get housed again.
Oh my goodness. All right, Crackles. But I think this is the first time that they actually get out into the open map, both blue and green, from that earlier push, right? So let's see if they can keep this up. All right, they're going to take it.
Both teams have good military.
He missed the shot. He needs to get a little bit. He needs to keep spamming archers. All right, he is spamming archers. He needs another archer. All right, he has the second one. Yeah. So he needs to get those out there. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty.
This is a calm before the storm.
Yeah, this is a calm. They're posturing. This is posturing.
Right. And this is the thing. Like they can't neither team can be like, oh, let's stop building military to focus on getting to Castle Age because it's just basically guaranteeing you're gonna lose.
And
that's obviously small.
Right,
and we're gonna get some
better micro wins here.
Big fight coming here.
Yep. Oh, the yellow scouts are going down. Yellow scouts are going down. Oh no.
Still 3 scouts, but slightly more archers for Tyrant right now.
Yeah, they are. Oh my goodness! All right, they need to take these trades. Wow. Yeah, they need to take these trades. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Whoa! I think this is gonna work. Oh, this looks like it's working really well. But Tyrant doing a great job micro.
Yeah, great micro archery play. Yep.
And wow. Okay, Tyrant really holding on to his archers, making the big difference there. And go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was about to say we're not seeing any more scouts coming out from blue because he hit castle. He's already halfway there, right?
Oh, that's excellent.
Yep. So we're gonna see the Knights come out, but this is gonna leave green in such a vulnerable position, right?
Yeah, the question is how much damage is he going to take? But the good thing though is, so if you look at Green's base, he's basically made a circle around his TC, right?
Yeah.
And the only ways in are on the left side, which is relatively undefended, but on the right side where he could hit that gold, right? There's already a defensive tower.
Yeah,
so
brilliant. Yeah, good defensive play. Anticipating the archers on the gold. Well done.
Yeah, that had to have probably been like a team decision. Like Malt's like, okay, I'm picking up the castle. You know, we're gonna fall a little bit behind on the military numbers. Aqua Geto hasn't clicked up at all yet. Crackles hasn't.
Oh, he snipes! He gets one. Let's go.
Yeah, and Tyrant is a little bit is actually not even a little bit. He's pretty far behind. And Knights are going to be a big deal. I think, here.
All right, they're gonna. So it's 3 scouts are coming out to come support. If you guys, if I seem hype with the Multi and SNRCrackles making kills, it's because I just want to go to a game 3. That's all it is. I want to see 3 games.
That's true. We're always biased. We're always biased for whoever's losing. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man,
we want a best of 3.
Out Crackles' few archers that he has over there in the north side, and so this, I mean, on one hand, you could say, okay, that sucks. Tyrant clearly has more archers. They have the military numbers, but Malt is the first in Castle Age with a good amount of time ahead.
Yeah, and double TC, right?
The first person to get a TC onto gold. So that's a great
stone. He's going to get the stone. He's Frankish. He has the cheaper stone.
Oh, that's true. And that's true. On this map, being Franks, you're going to get to drop so many castles in that pit for no reason.
He has 2 Knights. He's going to go, I guess, around.
He's going for a raid. He's going for a raid on the north side of Aqua Geto.
With scouts.
Is he going to notice in time?
Oh no! They're through! They're through! All right, they're going to take some ability. Let's go! Oh my goodness! Come on! Does he react? Okay. Oh no!
He's fighting fight. That's.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. There's nothing else to do.
There's 1. There's 2.
Lost 3.
Got him. 1, 2. Got him. Does he get a 3? Does he get a 3? He gets a 3.
Dude, I think he's gonna lose all of them. I think.
Oh
no! Oh no!
And the Knights are coming in too.
Yeah, dude, that's a big.
Oh, he doesn't get the 4th. All right, the Knights are coming in. All right, Multi is putting in work. Oh yeah, there's.
Yeah, Multi got. Knight's gonna get caught up by the crossbows in the center of the map though, and it doesn't.
Yeah,
don't think
he's losing 2, but he has 5.
Yeah, right? He has 5. That's a good amount, but that's too many.
Yeah, he can't fight those crossbows yet. Does he have the 2-2? Oh yeah, he does. He has the 2-2. All right, he has the 5-2 on the crossbows. Okay. It's all about micro here. This is all about micro.
Is he gonna try to fight this? Oh, he may try to pin between. No, okay, yeah, he's gonna avoid them.
No. I mean, maybe get him here while they're trying to climb up. Maybe.
No, the problem is the numbers are too big. I still for the crossbows. Oh, actually, now he has like he can at least threaten. He can at least threaten. He's got 10 knights. That's a good amount.
Okay.
It looks like he's going to try to take the fight. I think he's kind of not sure. He had some nice micro to try and pull away just the weak knights, so that was very
that was good. Yeah, that was good archer micro. Not losing any crossbows there. Taking out the knight, dude. That's what you like to see. All right, Green is coming back with some. Green is also coming with the crossbows to support. They're also 5-2. So yeah. Let's see these scouts.
Everyone's in castle, and now everyone's in Castle Age. So,
the scouts are just with.
But this is kind of like
yes, the TC snipes one.
Yeah, he was the TC for free. But I mean, luckily it's 1 crossbow. It's not the end of the world. I don't know whose position I really like more here. I mean, Maul already has center control. He's already got 3 TCs.
I think the gold unit should bring this out. But they need to get some of these crossbows. Look at this kiting. Look at this kiting, guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. No, this is a a really bad fight for Tyrant.
Yeah. I mean, they're diving, but the knights are coming in from yellow. Let's see if he can block.
Yeah, but I think he's good. I mean, I was. Well, Crackles, I think should shoot the knights as he micros forward.
Crackles needs to shoot the
knights. I think this is a good fight. I think this is a good fight. As long as they don't lose all their army here and they pull back appropriately. I don't think they should chase up the hill, but
don't chase up the hill as archers. Right.
Crossbows. Tyrant's gonna lose all his army here.
Yeah. The crossbows are dead. The crossbows are dead.
Yeah, and this is huge because the thing is that if you look, right, the only person on 3 TC is Malt. So if you don't have more military than him, right, if Malt has more has like even comparable military to you and he has 3 TCs, it means you're losing, right? Like right now, right? Because he's gonna be ahead of you in eco, so you should be ahead in military.
They need to scout this. They need to
scout
and really this TC drop.
Right, and I think like a lot of it just happened because of the fact that
good micro back. They hit, they shoot back, they strike back, and then when the archers come in, they keep moving back. That's good. All right.
Yeah, and yeah, those French Knights, dude, they're putting in work. Like I think it's really funny because I think if those hadn't been French Knights, that fight may have gone a different way.
Yes.
You know, they took so many hits to go down.
Yeah. All right. Looks like Purple will be joining them in the pit. Excuse me for the sneeze.
In the pit, in the fight club.
Yeah, in the fight club.
Oh wow, Tyrant really replenishes crossbows really quick.
4 players go in, only 1 come out.
Well, actually, two.
Oh yeah, that'd be 2. Yeah, it's a 2v2 tournament. Frank Knights are the same in Castle H as Kermers. Oh, right, there it is. All right, here comes the castle. All right, so they're gonna get the first castle in here. Okay. Right, because Kermer already has bloodlines by that point.
Okay, but like m4lt3's villagers are kind of in a weird spot. To
yeah, they're in a weird spot. They can get
they're like literally the worst spot possible.
Oh, they lose 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my, 5.
So terrible.
5. Oh my goodness. Quattro cinco.
Oh man, I hate to say that was like. Man, that's rough. Okay, that
rough.
Was like, so it's really funny because I know like we've been like sometimes we sound like we're giving like a little criticism, but these players play incredibly clean.
Yeah, they play really well. Yes,
incredibly clean, except for that moment. That moment was not clean.
I mean, all right. Oh, they get it. He still gets a Billy, even though he loses 3 knights for it. All right.
Oh, I didn't see you were watching on the south side.
All right, let's see what happens here.
In the center, we have like a little bit of footsies going on between Tyrant and Crackles.
Not like this.
And Aqua Geto's trying to get knights out, but I feel like he's just kind of far behind this game, right?
Yeah.
He's still on 1 TC, the only player on 1 TC. He is building a first TC, but he's building a second TC, but it's with 1 villager. So
castle from the French, stable in the middle. He canceled the siege work. Oh, nice pick! He gets 1.
Yeah, one shot.
All right.
Wow.
Nice
He's
shot.
gonna try to put.
All right.
Oh man, if they get this castle up here, it's gonna be an incredibly difficult position for Tyrant.
Yeah, this is the power of the Franks in the castle age, right? You can do many castles. All right, it's gonna.
That's true, very quick. And this puts Tyrant in a very uncomfortable situation because if he doesn't take out that castle, he loses that TC, and that's like a huge positional disadvantage.
Yeah.
Which means that he has to force the fight.
Yeah,
but he's clearly outnumbered.
Here comes Aqua with his knights. Maybe he can help.
Oh, that's a good amount of knights. So the question is,
I don't know. I think this castle goes up. I think the castle goes up, guys.
Going to go up, and I think it's going to put. I think this is going to be a
this
very,
great
very
micro.
Powerful.
This is defending it instead of committing to the fight.
Oh, dude, castle's at 75%.
Oh, it's coming up.
Fight's
Right, here's the fight.
And that's the thing. They have to take the fight because they don't want the castle to go up.
Yeah, it's already up.
It's already up. The problem is that by being forcing that castle up, right? Crackles and m4lt3, they don't care if they lose this. They can afford to lose military because they're getting this castle, they're getting map control, they're getting all these golds and stones, and it's only a matter of time before Tyrant runs out of gold at home if he has any
exactly.
He has a little bit left, but and then once you're out of gold, right? Gold
what do you
units
do? Right. What do you do in the castle age, right? An early imp.
If anyone's played against someone who's massed like 100 arbalists against them, you know that those skirms aren't doing anything anymore, right?
Yeah, you'll need like another 80, 100 skirms too.
Crackles garrisoning the crossbows, so
it does more damage.
Yeah.
Well done. I would like to see. You know what I would like to see? I'd like to see a siege workshop to come out here to help the push, right? Especially when you have crossbows. Get a mangonel. Get some shots. All right. Let's see if Yellow goes for a raid here.
They may just be opting being like, well, we already have the map control in the center. Instead of trying to get siege to go uphill, we'll just like trebuchet it down, right? Because they're the ones with access to the resources.
Yeah.
Tyrant is mining gold on this left side, but they don't have a castle or anything there to protect them, right? So it's like, and French castles. He could place another castle right now, guys. Right now.
I think
it's only been like 30 seconds since the last one. Yeah. Oh, and he's going to, dude. He's going to send these villagers to get built.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Another castle. He needs the units to back up.
Oh man, dude. Okay.
He needs the units.
Yeah, those.
There's no army.
Quick.
Well, it's because Green had to go backwards crossbows to because Yellow's going to go looking for a raid.
Yeah, but I don't think Tyrant knows. Okay, Tyrant is noticing. Okay, the question is.
All right, Tyrant's bringing his back. No. He should leave like 2 knights to break through.
I think it's going to go up though.
Yeah, it's going up. It's already going up.
Yeah, it's going to go up, and now that cuts Tyrant.
There's the GG. It's called.
Yeah, that's it.
It's called. So Frankish map control, guys.
Frankish. French. That was such shenanigans. Okay,
unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, because the thing is, once that third castle goes up, there's not a single gold on that pit that is safe for Tyrant and Aqua Geto. There's no gold, right?
Yeah, there's no gold. Right.
Ranged by castle, and that's just like too bad,
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's just do a cursory pickman look here while I set up the next one. All right, so we've played already here, Hill Fort and Golden Pit. The Franks are out, the Vietnamese are out, right? What do you do? What map do you take him now?
Well, I first asked my opponents if they're willing to gentleman Gujaras for starters. But what map do I take him to? Well, I feel like I'm a little biased here because I feel like the answer here is Archipelago for two reasons. One, Aqua Geto said we had a plan for Archipelago, right? So I
Right,
feel
so
like
he gave it
that
away in
was
the chat.
right. So that's the number one.
Yeah.
Number two, they have Italians, right? So they
Right, they have
have
two water.
right? Yeah, I think they have like but so I feel like they have the stronger water sieves.
Right.
So I feel like that's what I would end up going.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
because the opponent thought it was Acropolis.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and plus, kind of thinking of the logic of how the games went, right? So, Aqua, Geto, and Tyrant played really well on Hill Fort, kind of a closed map. You know, you have time to boom, you know, get those things out, right? Golden Pit was a little bit more open, right? Archipelago, right? You're on an island, you have more time, it's a little bit more closed, except for where you fight for water control, right? So it's kind of, you get to boom behind, right, your water control, right? So yeah, I think Archipelago makes sense, right? Especially with the Italian civilization and Berbers picked, right? So, but if we go water, what would you do as multi and SNRCrackles? I have no idea. Byzantines and what?
Byzantines have a better fire ships, and that's a bonus. I mean,
Right.
it's a bonus.
Right.
It
Yeah. I
exists.
mean, if you see water and you need a civ and you have
Yeah,
Byzantines in your pool, you play Byzantines, right? It's kind of a
so
given.
I think Cumans and Chinese aren't bad here because, well, Chinese because the Sixville start.
Oh, they use the Byzantines in the
that's
first
right.
game.
That's right. They
I
did.
completely
That's right.
forgot. Yeah.
So I think like Chinese are a good option here because like the extra villagers start. I think is like okay. I'm not sure though because at the same time though
Yeah, I guess Chinese is a good one.
they
right?
start with 50 less wood, right?
Yeah.
So that makes it a little harder to put a fishing ship up.
Yeah.
Cumans because the second TC and feudal. I mean, like if you're gonna have a slow game anyway, right? Like you're gonna have time to boom anyway, right? Might as well do it with a second TC as early as feudal, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously you can't take advantage of that super sick feudal age siege workshop. You know, the only reason to play Cumans, but it is an option.
Right.
I would have also liked Burgundians here. Is the funny thing.
Yes.
Like, but
hold on, guys. Let me ask Faith, which video do I select? Because there's two. Was there a restart, or do I play the first one and then we move to the second one?
So the problem is that there was like they had a drop, so they restored the game.
So do I hit the restored version because they have 2 different minutes here?
I think that so we start with the first one, and then the restored starts from like where the pause happened.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm ready. Let's to go in. If you are.
So wait, you have not the restored one up, right?
Yeah, I have the first one, which is the shorter. It's starting at minute 30 seconds, so it's not the restored one. Okay. I'm assuming. Right?
Wait. Yeah, I have the one that's not restored up.
Okay, let me double check here. I'm clicking the correct one. How do you tell the difference between restored and non-restored on capture age? How long was the video?
The title should have said restored. I have no clue, dude, because I'm not using capture age because I'm poor. Okay, it's not because I'm poor. It's because my capture age is buggy for no reason, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm starting at you should be starting in dark age, same as like any start.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the word restored. That's why I'm so totally confused. All right, let's just go into it and then I'll get the other file. Okay. All right.
I'll just check when we start and if it looks right.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Give me 1 second to switch scenes. All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we are. Okay, so yeah, Chinese, Hindustanis for SNRCrackles and multi, and then Aqua Geto with Italians and Tyrant with Berbers. That makes sense with a water map.
Yeah. So I actually I'm like, I wonder why exactly Berbers, and it's like, all right, they have faster ships, and that's kind of a big deal because it means the galleys are going to kite. That's weird. I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that, right?
Yeah,
but yeah, no,
easier kiting galleys. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
and I gotta say, like I said, I very strongly prefer Aqua Geto and Tyrant civs here.
Same.
Right. That being said, wow, dude.
As a big Berber user myself.
Yeah. That being said, I'm not actually familiar with the Hindustanis, so I haven't had a chance to play Age of Empires Hours. Yeah. I've been moving into a house, so I actually haven't played with or against them at all.
Right, so the Hindustanis are the old Indians, right? And they're basically a cavalry camel / gunpowder civilization.
So, so they have the Caravanserai, which, from what I understand, watching the Spirit of the Law video, like, it's a solid option, but the problem is it comes really late. It's in the Imperial Age, and by then, like, I feel like the problem with water maps is that they kind of snowball really hard. The other thing is that, though, I will say that cheaper villagers does, like, indirectly...
It's one hell of an eco bonus.
Right, it does indirectly, like, help out with you getting onto water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think the question here is, like, how do they play this? Like, so one thing to think about is, like, when you're playing on a water map, you can place your dock towards your enemies or away from your enemies, and that's a very big decision because away from your enemies is very defensive, and it means that it's harder for your enemy. It takes longer for your enemy to find your fishing ships, but it also takes longer for your military to go forward, obviously, right? If I were M4lt and Crackles, I would probably lean towards the more defensive approach here, right? And kind of make the goal of, trying to get to the later ages, right? I'm not sure how good Cavernassi actually are, to be honest. Yeah. But I'm going to assume that they're the best ship in the entire game.
Yeah.
And, like, when you build one, the game just ends.
Yeah. So, looks like M4lt is going to have the first dock up in the game, followed by, looks like, purple and green. Purple's going to get his slightly quicker, and yellow is still not building a dock. I think here he is in the south side. There it is. Yeah, it's coming up finally, right? And,
okay, so he's going for, like, a defensive...
Yeah, he's going to boom.
A very defensive dock.
Yeah, he's going to boom behind with a lot of fishing ships, and then green and blue looks like are going to fight for that water control.
And so this is so you see the land kind of extending to the end. I think that weird trail, I think it is possible for a ship to pass through it. I think.
Oh, yes, a ship can pass through that. Yes.
Yeah, it's just kind of like one of those weird oddities of Age of Empires, right? Like,
if you're wondering, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This is gonna. We're just gonna wait for the feudal aggression to come out, right?
Yeah, guys, it's a water map.
It's a water map, guys.
Yeah, wake me up when there's like 7 ships on each side and they're all whatever shooting at each
Everyone's
other.
Gonna go fishing.
Yeah. Well, if you're really into fishing, this is the map for you. Man, I gotta say, I probably wouldn't pick this map like ever. I'm not a fan.
Yeah. I've seen it. I think it gets banned. It got banned in round 1, I believe.
Yeah, this map and I think it's like Volcanic Island. I think have been the 2 least popular maps.
I think I think you're so far. Yes, that is true.
And I wonder, like, do you bother setting up trade cogs early or not? I feel like the answer is no, but they generate gold faster than trade cards do by quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, but then you really not need that wood for the water control.
True, that's a problem.
You can't really go trade early on water because then you're not getting the ships. Plus, they take the spot from your ship unless you have, like, I don't know, 6 docks, right? But then
that's what I was gonna say. I assume, like, obviously you gotta just build a lot of docks. Man, this is a very limited resources map if you really think about it. Like, you're gonna outside of, like, those center islands, which are like a pain to land on and defend, right?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. This is probably one of the weirder water maps because also there's some combinations sometimes where depending on your color,
they're fused.
You can be fused, and then you're playing, instead of a water game, you're playing a land game, right?
That's true. So I actually think that's kind of more an interesting thing because you don't really know. So actually, that's part of the reason why I chose Archipelago is because you don't necessarily know going into it if your lands are going to be fused or not, right? I mean, like, obviously since it's based on color, you can, but The point though was like that it's possible. Most people don't think about that, right?
Yeah.
So most people are like picking just to do whatever, right?
Yeah. Looks like purple's on double docks, so we can expect the fight come out. Blue is going to be on triple docks. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and you've heard me before. I'm a the more docks the merrier kind of guy. He's going to go immediately double galleys onto his docks.
Yep.
Who's third dock? I don't see it.
It's being built here. Oh no, he canceled it. He canceled it
Okay.
for the ships. I don't think he would have enough wood to pull out.
Yeah. Okay. So he's
ships.
Double galleys, good call. I think that's the right call, to be honest, right? Just because it's better to fight than to not.
Yeah. Yellow's on 2 docks too, on the south side, right?
Yeah, I think the right play. Every single player here should be on 2 docks, right?
Yeah.
Because
Green's also on 2 docks. Yeah. Fire ships. Okay. Good. This is actually good. One player's doing galleys, the other player's doing fire ships.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
Fish is too valuable. It's basically like having an extra TC, like in Dark Age. So. I don't know, and like losing the resources you invest in it is just a disaster. So I expect everyone to be 2 docks. Man, I like Aqua Geto's dock positions, right?
Yeah.
It takes a long time to try and find those docks.
Yeah. Oh, there's a 3rd dock from Blue. So yep, he's got it.
Okay, so he's going to triple dock. Not a bad option especially if you can like keep up the unit production. So I think like all good. I think like each player's just making sense. M4lt with the first bit of harassed galleys hitting the people on berries. Man, it's just trying to pick some berries, man.
Yeah. At the same time, dude, we have purple trying to hit those fishing ships for green, right? But the fire ships are out now, and now
looks like green's gonna hit
triple docks.
This is where those green. Yeah, this is where the Berbers start coming in handy, you know, because like he was able to just run away. Like, there's no chance that those fire ships are gonna catch him at anytime soon.
All right,
it's raining.
Wait, defend your ships. Oh, he gets it. He gets one. He gets a fishing ship.
Oh, nice shot.
Alrighty.
Okay.
He's gonna kite. He's gonna do well. Galley
the
kite.
Berbers, dude. The Berbers. Those galleys are just gonna kite the. And I think that maybe this was kind of like a mistake from Crackles, given the match. Oh, great micro to pull that one ship back. But still, though, I think this was maybe a mistake from Crackles to go fire ships against Berbers.
He probably needs the galleys to help out here, right? Okay, but Blue on the southeast side has found the fishing ships, so he's gonna harass that. Yeah.
The problem is Geto doesn't have like any military ships up yet.
He's going full eco boom, right? But he's getting
kind
harassed.
of a little bit.
Oh, he repaired the fire ship. Okay, smart. But it's gonna have 3 villies idle though.
Yeah, but the problem, like, he's never. He's gonna lose a villager? No, not quite. Fire ship's gonna scare them away, but still, he's got idles going on. He has to spend resources on repairing. Yeah. And he still can't catch those dang nabbit galleys.
Yep, guys. If you're looking at the Berbers, their faster ship movement. Here it is. This is why it's so effective. You can actually kite out the fire ships much easier, right?
And he takes a fire ship out.
He takes one. All right. This is troubling. This is going to be really troubling.
This is such a frustrating place to be in if you're Crackles at this point, because it's like, you can't stop paying attention to this area or you lose everything. Yeah. Now, M4lt, on the other hand, is trying to take out one of Aqua Geto's docks. Yeah. Aqua Geto is slowly accruing fire ships in there, so he may be able to push out, but wow, that is a lot of galleys from M4lt. Yeah. The only thing that M4lt has to consider is that his galleys, on the south side, are kind of pinned in, so he doesn't want to get...
Yeah, they're gonna pull out because he knows he hits castle, and he's gonna research galley to make those fire ships stronger and faster. Yes.
Yeah, so smart choice. He's gonna.
Oh, don't fight!
Yeah, he got the numbers. He got the number. That's great from M4lt. Meanwhile, Crackles is being basically forced away from his own docks. He built a demo and just instantly gets.
Yeah, demos counter the fire ships, not the galleys.
Oh my gosh! And M4lt, his galleys are attacking the dock, not the fire ships. So he took a ton of damage. And he's gonna lose.
He loses one. All right, 1 for 1.
Yeah, he loses one. Okay, still, I don't think Geto's just not targeting the right one, but
he's got
3. He loses 3 galleys. 3 galleys. 2 fire. No, 4 galleys.
He's gonna push him off. Yeah, I think he pushes him off.
Yeah,
there it is.
And Tyrant has pushed Crackles away from his own docks. Yeah. He's gonna start taking those fishing ships, so Crackles is in a bad spot right now.
Yep. This is the Berber galley push. Yep.
Right, and now we see the problem, like, that's snowballing that I'm talking about. So the problem is, like, Crackles is for now with 3 ships total on water, which is like nothing. Whereas Geto, yeah, he's got less ships than Malt, but he hasn't been snowballing so hard that you know now being in Castle Age earlier, he can't at least force Malt to slow down. So this is a huge position.
Oh no, there's Tyrant. He's gonna run him down. He's running down the fire ships. They're all gonna die.
Yeah, they're all gonna die.
Run down. There it is. Ooh.
Oh man, that's such a feels bad.
Okay. What? How do they respond? Micro from Purple, yeah, it's really good. He's showing. I mean, yeah. Showing the power of Berber Galley Micro.
Yeah, Tyrant is honestly just playing this game so clean. Like he's playing it super clean. Like his KD is incredible. He's just honestly.
And shoot and back. There you go. Yeah, there absolutely. You go. Awesome.
And I definitely think Crackles could have gone galleys and it would have gone like marginally better. But the reality situation is that Tyrant is right now just showing that he's playing he's playing on the next level right now.
Putting a clinic on Berbers.
Yeah. Tyrant is going around. It looks like he's going. Is he gonna try to like cut Malt off?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're gonna surround Malt here. Right, he's gonna have nowhere to go. He has to respond to the galleys from Purple.
Yeah, but I don't think he necessarily wins this fight though.
Let's see.
All right, 1 for 1 right now. Okay, but the fire ships are right here, so actually, so never mind. It's gonna be good. And since the Berber ships are faster, this fight has to happen.
They're galleys though.
War galley coming in for Malt.
There we go. He needs to clear the fire ships fast.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Shoot and kite. He's losing the fishing ships on the back end. But there's nothing you can do at this point. Right, at the same time, Green has no ships out yet.
Yeah, he's gonna get a decent trade in here, Malt. But at the end of the day, like he lost like fish, and it's only a matter of time. He's kind of like outnumbered here. There's fires, and then eventually Tyrant's gonna hit his war galleys, and since his ships are faster, Malt can't avoid the fight.
Yeah, he has to fight.
He's playing Ring Around the Rosie right now, but this is looking.
He's got a. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, he's gonna try to unite with Crackles, and that's gonna really even the odds. There is a stronger war galley, which is good, and that's a lot of fire ships from Crackles, so maybe it's gonna turn out okay for them.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, they'll get the push off here on the west side, but the east side, there's fire ships all over the base of Monty. Right, yep. They're just keeping the pressure out. He's gonna have trouble getting those ships back out. He's gonna have to master them. He needs a demo. He needs a demo to push off these fire ships, at least a couple. But we'll see.
Tyrant, the big thing here is those upgrades really came in clutch. Like Tyrant's just kind of like far behind. He's only halfway to castle at this point, right? So the upgrades would be very kind of like what made the difference here. Malt getting that war galley upgrade really was able to take a lot of things off.
Yeah, but if Tyrant keeps these ships that are alive, as soon as he hits castle and into war galley, he's going to be a bigger menace.
But the thing now is that now his docks are surrounded. Like Crackles is but he does have the faster ships, and he can keep garrisoning them, and these ships are going to be able to run away for a good while, right?
Yeah.
But it's just not. And on top of that, Crackles is about to be surrounded once again. Well, not once again, for the first time.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean,
in a position though, I think.
All right, so Malty is defending the yellow push on the east side. Crackles is pushing on purple here on the west. Right, and chasing away the galleys as they can. Yellow galleys are coming around to support. All right,
Tyrant loses a dock just as he hits Castle Age. He's instantly going to click onto War Galley and Bodkin Arrow. That's very good. He needs it. Yeah, the thing is, War Galley is this middle dock. It's possible he loses it before the tech goes through, and that would be
I think he's going to get the tech. I think he gets the tech.
Yeah, he got it.
He gets the tech. That's good. All right, so he's going to get it. And then his galleys are going to come in. His Berber galleys.
Oh, man, it's kind of narrow, though. Like, he almost... Hold on.
Wait. Oh, he didn't get it!
Oh, my gosh, he doesn't get the
goodness, he did not get the tech, guys.
And now he's going to place it on this one, but luckily, Aquageto's got an entire army. But wow, dude, that's just a huge
goodness.
That is the feels bad. But, okay, Crackle versus Aquageto, they're going all in here. Who's going to win this trade? It looks like it's probably going to go to Crackles, I think, but he's gonna take quite a bit of damage.
Just make them hit the same ship and switch. All right. I think Green's got this. Yeah, Green's got the fight here.
It's just he had more numbers, right?
Yeah, he had the more numbers.
And on top of that, Malt's like doing a good job.
Malt is just like keeping them from joining or like amassing, right? So
he's really cut off Aquageto's ability to provide extra ships. Right?
He just needs to focus on the fire ships and kite. Yeah,
Tyrant finally his war galley. He's probably gonna. They could clean up.
All right.
Oh,
They could
are they gonna take
here.
this fight? I don't know. This is kind of a risky play. He is surrounded by fire ships.
Yeah,
so
on both sides. Yeah.
I don't know if he can take
he
this
splits
fight.
down the middle. He splits them down the middle, but he lost a couple. I think he lost a galley there. So.
Well, he lost it. He lost. Like,
the pressure, guys. The pressure.
Wow.
The ship pressure
who knew
coming
water
in.
maps could be? Who knew water maps could be so exciting?
Yeah, I mean, the ship dancing here has been great. All right, so yellow's kind of give support here on the west side. Blue is still pushing here on the east. All right. And you know, Aqua Geto has never recovered. He never got those berries. Feels bad. Forever, never taken.
Gosh, he's not the friend, or else he'd be even more upset.
Yeah.
Man, dude, there's so many areas on the map just filled with ships to look at. So a lot going on.
Yellow is going to retreat. He's going to have to retreat and deal with these galleys, right?
The thing, though, is that right now, like Malt's ships, while there's plenty of them, they do things right. They're not denying like that many resources yet. I don't think. Right. Like they're not hitting the fish. Right. They're not hitting the villagers.
Yeah,
so they're just kind of
needs to move them because the Berbers are coming in. The Berbers are coming in.
He does have a demo, but I think the demo's not going to get any damage. And if he's
it just dies beforehand. Oh, he landed. Okay, Malty landed. He landed with 5 billies on Yellow's base.
Oh, I see. Oh man, are they getting
Oh my goodness! Do they die or do they get something? Oh no, there's a log. He's gonna convert him. No, pull your billies back. He converts 1. Oh my goodness, guys! What are these billies doing? What are they doing? I don't know, guys. I don't know about you. It was a nice attempt, but what's going on?
I think it's a good idea. The problem is just like he got
pushed off. He got pushed off from water support. That's
we have a massive ship fight going on. We have
oh my goodness! This might decide the game here.
Yeah, this might be it. Well, we'll see. But dude, it's huge.
It's a naval war battle. It's a Spanish Armada on the English Channel.
But like,
I can't even tell what's going on. I think.
Oh, I got this. I think they have the bigger numbers. I think
they have the numbers to manage. There's no fire ships from Yellow. And I think
Tyrant's gonna have to start pulling his ships back. Luckily, you know, he does have Berber ships, so he'll be able to like move back. But I don't know if he could fight this.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
He does.
It's 2v1. It's harder to micro against 2 players as a 1, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, galleys for him.
Yeah, but he has a lot. He has massive galleys.
Yeah, and that choke point is going to be like harder for them to approach. You know. He's doing a good job. He's shooting
the English are bringing the Spanish into the channel.
Crackles is going to lose a lot of his fire ships there.
I mean, it looks like it's still stalemated. He needs to bring those fire ships in. He's going to keep kiting.
Oh, man. No, I think Tyrant's taking an amazing fight here.
Tyrant is really taking this in. He's really going to...
Yeah, he just lost one war galley to take out like 8 7-2.
7-2, but they're faster, so they can pull back and shoot, pull back and shoot, pull back and shoot.
Yep. Oh, he takes another 4 for 1. Like, dude, his
trading
KD is
wonderful.
His trading is insane. His KD is really good.
Wonderful. Okay, but on the same side, some attempt to put pressure on the docks, but I don't think 5 is going to be enough here. 5, 6.
Crackles is behind, and Crackles also sneaking ships in the back of Tyrant's base. Man, I think it's funny if they had done the sneak right here behind Tyrant's base, like a castle there or something. I would have been like,
he's gonna lose his fire ships. Does he have a trade ship? No, he doesn't have a transport ship. So it's just looking to see if he can snipe any fishing ships or any docks right on the backside. Smart. But it looks like Purple is patrolling. He has ships here on the backside. So.
Oh my gosh, and he just has so many ships. 32 war galleys. That chunk alone. He's got more moving around the map. He's got more coming. You know.
All right. Yeah. So he's just looking around, see what he can get here with this big, massive ships. I think he's going to push green.
Yeah, and he should be able to. Yeah, he's going to wipe these fire ships.
He's going to wipe the fire ships. All right. At the same time, green has wrapped around. He has found purple stocks, so maybe a trade.
Okay.
Pressure.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Not a bad play from green, and he will be able to take out some war galleys just by nature of the fact that fire ships, right? Geto coming to help out, but he's losing ships to Malt again.
Right. So this is a great play by Crackles. He wrapped them around, takes a dock. He's forcing Purple to come back and Yellow to come to substitute. What he needs to do is just pull the green out, right? Pull your green ships out, right? Pull them out. They're all coming for you. I
think he should retreat here before he just loses all those
or
ships.
Or just go for the dock, maybe. Yeah, I think he's just... now he decided to go for the trade.
Dude, I actually think Crackles takes a kind of bad fight here. I think that he should have retreated those ships. Instead, he's just not getting a lot of value out of the mount. It's just gonna all sink.
Maybe if he went for the dock, may have been worth it, right? But
and now the problem is that like natively, Crackles is once again down to essentially no military, right? Whereas so it's basically just relying on M4lt, but like M4lt has like and when we see it in the military numbers, it's basically like 2-to-1. Geto's military numbers, right? Even though the villager counts are pretty close to the same, right? I don't know. M4lt's got a
okay, guys.
What he's
2
doing.
transports coming out from M4lt. Do they land? Right?
Oh man, but it's not just do they land. Do they land undetected? I think
no, they're spotted out. Ants around it. They're spotted out. Ants around it. Oh, he gets the villagers alive. They're safe. They're survived.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, but his navy though.
His navy's destroyed at the same time though.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Get their billies out. Oh my goodness. They died.
Now Tyrant,
unbelievable.
They can take this. They can just start destroying those.
Oh no, guys. Losing those villies, guys. Oh, feels bad. All right, some fire ships coming out to protect blue. Good. We're gonna protect the blue's navy. All right, a defensive castle coming in from blue. I don't think you get it up. I don't think he gets it up. There's too many Berber ships. Does he get it up?
Oh man, it's a great castle position, but they don't have the military.
They don't have the military to support.
Demo coming out. Demo coming out. Oh my gosh!
Oh, got him.
Oh my god!
Yes! Wow, beautiful demos. The demos.
Here comes another one.
Oh, does he get? Yes. Oh my goodness, getting a lot of demos in here. Oh my goodness, and then on the west side, green is pushing. Also, he's pushing green on the south side. Does the castle go up? Does the castle?
Oh, another one!
Oh my goodness, the demos are doing work. Right, there's too much going on, guys.
And just like that, Aqua Gato's fires are all gone. Oh my
goodness, even
Tyrant is wiped.
Yeah, now, wow. But he did. Oh, it's the castle. The castle's not going up, guys. It's not going up.
Yeah, the castle's not going up. But oh my god,
what a game, guys! What a game.
Here comes another one.
Oh! Yeah, there's another one. Okay. I think he only got one. A second one. Oh, there it is. 4 or 5 ships going down. Beautiful play. Beautiful play with those demos. Quick thinking. Green with the pressure on the south side. All right. The demos are still coming out and still destroying those fire ships, man. He's still...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he gets 2 more freaking Berber galleys, guys. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it, but there's more fire ships.
Yeah, M4lt's score just jumped up 1,000.
There's more fire ships. He needs to get more demos out, right? He needs to either delete the castle or delete the castle. All right, but green is putting pressure on the docks on the south side.
This is at least. Oh, and Tyrant. Oh, my bad. That's the drop.
All right, where's the drop? Do I switch over here?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have to switch to the other.
All right, good. Okay.
I was like, whoa, they called it GG. I was like,
all right, guys, the game is not over yet, right? We're just switching over here the video for the replays, and I think the longer version here is the one that I need to pick.
So it should say Aqua versus M4lt G3 Part 2, and it's 12:30.
G3 Part 2, yep, got it. Perfect.
Yep.
All right, G3 Part 2, we're going to load in here, guys.
Dude, my throat already hurts.
What a crazy drop from in the middle of what is a chaotic fight all over the ocean, right? Unbelievable.
I'm going to pause at 39:04.
39:04. All right, I'm going to play up. 39, 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, so we're in. Here we are. The game is still going. Still chaotic water fighting all over the map.
Ooh, man.
All right.
I was afraid that was the GG call.
All right.
I was like, whoa, why would it be called so early? All right, Imperial Agents are coming out, though.
And
another demo
and yellow. All right.
And another demo ship. Oh, no, but it's...
Oh, does it get destroyed? No, it's alive. And he lands one. He gets...
Okay.
All right, delete the castle.
Value.
All right, if I were Memby right here, I would be screaming about this castle. All right, there we go. Memby screams about the castle. He's like, delete it! And he did, so I think he deleted it. So now he's going to get that castle position so it's easier to defend or get up.
I would have doubled down. I would have just like...
You would have doubled down?
I'm getting this castle up in this spot.
Mr. Anderson, thank you for the follow. Welcome. We're in game 3 of a banger series here between M4lt and Aqua Geto, water map Archipelago.
Yeah, and Aqua Geto has moved onto that additional island for the extra gold. So that's good for him.
Yeah,
right. He's going and taking it now. Even if you lose a village with points, you're getting gold that you won't need later. You know?
Right. All right. So look, the wraparound. The wraparound.
Big deal.
Yep, a wraparound now. The castle, unfortunately, it's not on the water, right? I mean, he got pushed off of it. He's doing what he can. Another demo. All right, it gets a couple of ships.
Oh my
but
gosh,
the demos are oh my goodness. He's just demoing this.
Oh my gosh, the value he's getting out of these demos.
Yes.
Dude, the man should stop building other ships.
Green has amassed here on the south side. It's pushing purple.
Okay,
all right.
We got a big fight.
Let's see.
Probably not a great positioning for green.
Yeah, no, the fire ships are coming to support. Right, guys, if you notice, like, look at when it comes to 2v2 tournament, it's all about moving together, supporting each other, moving your ships around, right? Answering aggression on one side of the map, then or going on the offensive, and vice versa, right, guys?
Right, so, because what 2v2 tournaments are really about is the friends we made along the way.
Yes.
Good kiting coming out from Crackles, though.
Yeah,
Gonna take out a lot of these ships.
Right. He needs to mix in some demos too, as Blue did. All right, but now Blue has some respite to, build military, build it back up.
Absolutely. But the problem though is that he's gonna try to get demos out. He needs to be luring those because there's galleys. Yeah. The galleys need to be on the closer to the docks. So where they're positioned now, he can't really build demos.
Right.
It's not gonna.
Green does have the chem research for his ships, so they're a little stronger at the moment. But he needs a kite, just a kite. All right, I think if it's a straight up no kite trade, I think green should take it against purple. But purple
actually, I think so. I think we'll see, because I mean, like, he is outnumbered. He does have more bonuses. He has an extra +1.
Yeah, no, purple's actually gonna win this. Yeah, it's a numbers game.
The problem is he's just kind of heavily outnumbered. But he's got ships coming from behind, so I think actually it's yeah, and this is so messy because
such a messy game. Yellow's pushing on blue now here on the east.
Oh, and Aqua Geto got a castle either deleted or denied, but the point though is that now he's got also that extra gold there,
right? And
he's got cannon galleons coming out hitting M4lt3's castle. So.
Yeah, there it is. There's the cannon galleon. You guys are wondering. All right, do the demos make it? Do the dem? Come on! Split him! Get him! Split him! Does he get it? Does he get it? Does he get it? He was away.
Oh my gosh! And Crackles is flooded with fire ships.
Yeah.
I think that he loses.
Yeah, he's
docks.
Water control.
Does he have
docks in the back?
Demos.
No docks. He has 2 docks in the back, right?
That's true, and that's good. So he'll be able to keep putting out military, but probably not sending them forward like this.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Maybe try to mass up some first. And I think right now though, the problem is I think at this point, Aqua Geto and Tyrant have now seized the majority of water control.
Yes.
They have the water control, and even with I think this is actually a hard position to come back from. Demos are gonna come in, but they're not gonna do as much damage as they could have. Still, the last 2 get technically good value.
Oh,
but
here we go. Oh no, they're wrapping around. Hold on. I think I ran a little bit behind on score here. Yep. All right, 1.5. I'm in like 45, 44 here, so I think I slowed down a little bit. So, but Blue's gonna lose this army. Yeah, he's losing this army, and he's gonna lose this dock. He needs docks in the back. He has 4 docks in the back. That's good. All right. So they have docks in the backs to try and reclaim control. But at this point, okay, the castle's shooting down some ships. Did he get the cannon galleons?
I wonder. So he's building demos, and here they're gonna get a lot of value, I think. But the problem is, nice demo.
Yep, here on the left side. Does he get it?
Yeah.
Hold on. It's still like moving around on those purples. Okay, now. All right.
No, and he's potentially having to repair the castle.
Yeah. It's a lot of micro decisions in one. Hold on, does he get the kid? Shoot the hit it with the. All right, he hits the fire ships. Dude, just hit one on the elite cannon galleon. Just put one on the elite cannon galleon.
I actually don't think the cannon galleon.
There it is. There we go. It went down. That's what I've been asking. All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but all right. So I know I'm ahead of you, but you're gonna see that. Here, I'm gonna pause.
All right. See. Yeah, 47-20. The purple's pushing out. Yellow's pushing out. Having control. All right, green managed to stay.
I'm actually not that far ahead. I was only like 10 seconds ahead.
47-33, 5, 6, 7, 8, 47, 40. Right? Yeah, I just my calculation.
Yeah, no, I was only like 10 seconds ahead. Right? Like
so. Yeah. Okay. All right. They're pushing on.
That is a lot of cannon galleons on that cap. Well, four is a lot. 4 is a lot.
Yeah.
And Tyrant is now camping M4lt3's docks.
Yeah,
so he's going to be building, and Crackles' army's on the other side. So at this point, there's no defense for M4lt3 right now.
Yeah, there's no defense. I don't think you can. Right.
I think that castle is 100% going down, and then probably he'll move on to that TC next.
Right. Yep. Green is getting a defensive castle here on the shore, but I mean.
That's a great castle.
Yeah, that's a great castle.
Yeah, he's
but,
just too far to help his teammate right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe it can help him land, right? Because it's in the range to where it hits the other side, right? So you can land.
I just think it's crazy, like how villagers can be repairing against, like, wow, they're repairing so much against 4 cannon gowns.
Yeah, that's 15 villagers on it.
Yeah, but he is melting his stone away. So
yeah.
he builds a monk to collect the relic. It's not gonna do much really. Oh, like over the course of the game at this point, because it's kind of late in the game. Right. But he has so many villagers on stone, but it is running down. Oh my gosh! He just drops a ton of stones, dropping their castle because Aqua Geto has landed, is building a castle adjacent to him. So there's a problem. He doesn't have castles prepared.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Yep. There it is.
That castle anymore. So that castle's going down. Right? Even if he gets his castle up, which is going to go up after Aqua Geto's castle, right? The damage is already going to be dealt.
The damage is going to be done, right? And
my God.
Geto coming out also to
harass. And now the problem is that he's going to lose a lot to get that castle up. Yeah. And if he gets it up, the cannon gallons are going to be right behind.
Right. Yep.
And he doesn't have the stone to drop in their castle, and he can't get close enough to repair that castle. So
yeah, there is the yellow castle's coming out, and now it's going to shoot all the villagers. Oh man.
Yeah. Wow.
That's insane. That's insane. Great landing. Great landing. Got him distracted on the east and west side on the push. So yeah, let's see what those villies do. The condensators going to come out. Yeah. What is building the castle? Nothing. Right. Blue is just GG. There's the GG. All right. Well done. Congratulations to Aqua Geto and Tyrant for their beautiful water play here on Archipelago. All right, so it's a 1-2 series. It was a banger of a series, guys. Thank you so much for playing. Loved it.